Hello everyone, it's Nanny Moo Moo and Papa Dunk, and today we're at St George's Church, Trotton. And this church dates back to the 14th century. Some argue back to the 1200s. I'll leave that for the historians to debate. But the church has some really wonderful historical significance, which I'd like to share with you. Trotton is on the A272 and lies between Midhurst and Rogate. So it's on a very busy road. But once inside, you'll see that it has a very calming atmosphere. We're walking through up to the church now. I wonder how many people have walked this path, or if indeed this path actually existed in the 13th, the 14th century. St George's Church is a Grade 1 listed church. And even from the outside you can see or appreciate, even if you are not a historian or an architect of old buildings, you can sort of appreciate the stonework and the various features. There's a small graveyard here. A lot of the headstones are covered with moss, etc. So it's a bit hard to tell who lies underneath. But there are also some more modern ones. Here, this is Arthur Knox. And I believe this is a Commonwealth war grave site. And there we have Private E. Standing. Royal West Surrey Regiment, the 1st of March 1919. And you know, if you've seen my other videos, I do like looking at the bench plaques, and this is in memory of Rear Admiral Roderick Tremaine Miles. So let's go inside and see the splendours. Papa Dunk, would you like to close this door behind us? Or I'll close it, it's okay. So this church has two very famous and historical brass rubbings, and also some very famous wall paintings, which we'll get to see in a minute. And here are the wall paintings. I'm not sure how clearly they will show up on the video. The base of the font, I believe, dates back to about the 13th century. The wall paintings themselves are the 14th century. These are near the west door. They were whitewashed over, and that whitewash was removed in 1904. You see Christ in judgment at the top. To the right, the 7 acts of mercy. And to the left, the 7 deadly sins. And here we have a list of the various rectors dating back from 1402. To the current rector, Edward Doyle. I don't think that the paintings are going to, the wall paintings, murals are going to show up as well on screen as they are in real life. But it's quite amazing to think that someone, or some people, I imagine it wasn't just one person, drew on the walls, created art on those walls, and that this was a place of worship, certainly in the 14th century. And as I said, it's debatable as to whether there was a site here in the 13th century. Here is one of the carvings, or brass rubbings, not carvings, of Baron Thomas Camoys, his wife and son, 1419, though I believe that he didn't actually die until 1421, and he was part of the Battle of Agincourt. Some wonderful stained glass windows of a later date. I'm not an expert on the history of brass rubbings. I don't even know if that's the correct terminology, but I do know that this is one of the earliest examples dating back to the 14th century, early 14th century, of a single woman. If you're interested, I'm sure there's lots online that can tell you more. But imagine, this is centuries old. How many people have walked on it? In fact, this has a covering which we have briefly removed, and we will be putting back, of course, to protect the rubbing. A dog at the feet there. So here's the etching of Baron Thomas Camoys and his wife. Unusual in as much as they are holding hands, maybe a sign of the strength of their marriage, their partnership. Some lovely prayer cushions here. What if they've been made locally? It's a really nice touch, isn't it?